Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in a USL Championship. We'll take you backward before we go forward and let you know what's going on with all of the games and all of the activity in the last 7 days and get you ready for the next 7 days when it comes to a USL Championship. The top in the East and the West still kind of chasing after each other, but there is a lot of groups that are chasing after playoff spots right now. If the season were to end today, races would still be pretty tight. We'll go over the standings coming up in just a little bit. But as promised, we'll go backward before we go forward. Last Wednesday, take you over the last 7 days at Toyota Field, another part of Copa Tejas. San Antonio knocks off RGV by the final of 2-1. And at Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, California, Orange County SC gets a big win as Pittsburgh Riverhounds came to town. Orange County got the 3 points there. Big win on Wednesday. Friday Night Football, Tampa Bay at One Oak knocked off FC Tulsa by the final of 2-1. And that gets us to Saturday the 19th and our first match of the week. From the Eastern Conference at Protective, Birmingham Legion and Lou City. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus and YouTube.
Probably a little bit warmer than that down on the turf below as we get underway between Birmingham Legion and Louisville City FC for the second time this year.
It's a 75-yard diagonal ball. Searching for Nwegbo. Didn't find him, but did keep possession.
Moses Smith to the rookie. Gets another start at left back tonight. As Corcoran looks over the top. Nwegbo trying to get to it first. Did. His back heel kept it in play. What a play by Nwegbo. Agadello to Martinez! The hustle from Nwegbo. Martinez, the finishing product. Birmingham wastes no time to get this afternoon started. They kept this play moving.
Back heel with his off foot right to a teammate, played across, and Enzo Martinez smashes it into the net for the first goal of the night.
Ennis almost lost his footing. Maris has time for a second serve. Into the fray, flicked on, and just wide. Legion interplay today, 7th in the Eastern Conference. Lou City, 5th. Kasim. Down the line, Nwegbo on the chase is going to get there. Tosh has defending to do. Nwegbo going right at him. Cuts it inside on his right. Nwegbo squeezed off the shot, but couldn't get all of it. Zimla able to hold it.
They just want to be careful not to keep too much of that possession in their own end.
What a ball. Martinez frees Nwegbo, who's behind the defense. Nwegbo cuts it back, way to ground, penalty given.
More comfortable cutting it back to the right. No question about the contact. No question that there's a reach and a foul. And it'll be an even easier chance to score. It looks like it's going to be Nico Brett as we see the replay.
Brett against Zimla. And Nico Brett scores. Zimla got a piece, but not enough. And Birmingham Legion's great start to the day continues. 2-0 Birmingham.
Hit it very firmly. Zimla gets a lot of it. But when a ball is traveling that fast, you don't have time to adjust your hands or your arms or anything. And that one glances off and goes in the roof of the net. The next few minutes are going to be key.
Set piece opportunity here for Louisville City to potentially create some danger in front of goal. It's whipped into the penalty spot and headed right on top of Matt Van Oekel. Cantello again working with Enzo Martinez. Those two have been heavily involved. Colin Smith got taken out trying to make that run. A free kick given. And potentially a yellow card coming for Jimenez. And it is going to be yellow.
And he was gone if Jimenez had not brought him down.
So a free kick coming, brought to you by Birmingham Freightliner for the Legion. Prosper Kasim whips it in, unmarked people all around, and Martinez couldn't quite bring it down. It wouldn't have mattered, the flag was up. A big-time challenge there between Adams and Smith punctuates this first half. Halftime whistle sounds, and what a first half it was for the home side. A big ovation from the crowd down below.
Took a knock to the head early in the game. Don't know if this is a health-related substitution or an opportunity to get three forwards on the field and just put out a little more attacking formation.
Louisville City gets the second 45 underway. See if this second half unfolds anything like the first, as a foul is going to go against Alex Crognale, and he's going to be shown a yellow card. A high boot caught a piece of Cameron Lancaster. That is a big yellow card shown to Crognale, I believe. Wilson Harris bombing forward, so is Winder. Winder's going to get there in front of Corcoran. Into the area, Winder options. Lancaster, one of them, gets around Kasim. His shot punched aside by Van Oekel. And Nwagbo clears it into his own bench.
As we look at the replay, Lancaster taking the opportunity. Matt Van Oekel makes a save and pushes the ball well wide so that there can't be any rebound. This is 3-on-3 right here. Good defending at the end by Adams. But as Lou City starts to take a few more risks, they're leaving themselves 3v3 in the back. Birmingham Legion tried to play early.
And a shoving contest here. A yellow card right on the money to Kasim, who keeps it moving to Juan Agudelo. Birmingham can push forward here. Colin Smith getting forward to Agudelo's right. Agudelo threats Nico Brent through, just wide. His second assist of the day.
Agudelo points, plays it. Nico Brett pops it up. Just right there, makes it hard to hit, but a very good opportunity for Legion.
In this one, Cave's first touch. His pass finds the feet of Alex Crognale. How quickly does Birmingham want to break? Lopez a bit behind Corcoran. Tosh lobs it forward. Crognale heads it away, only as far as Oscar Jimenez. Jimenez will try from distance. Didn't miss the frame by much.
He hits that ball really cleanly. It's off target, but Matt Van Oekel's making sure as he scrambles across his goal mouth.
Look like they're going to take all 6 points from their two matchups, as Moses Mensah's high hand sends McCabe to the ground. And it's going to be a yellow card shown to Mensah, brought to you by Rubio Law Firm.
Team that has traditionally been at the very top of the league.
A yellow card coming out here after this collision. Alves collided with Agudelo. Challenge. It was Sharpie this time.
Yeah, Sharpie just pushing Juan Agudelo.
Martinez and Mensah content to try to dribble this out, and that is full time. One of the best performances of the year for Birmingham Legion as they win for the second time in as many months against Louisville City.
Big win for Birmingham. We'll get into the implications coming up in just a little bit. Full time at Trinity Health in Hartford, the Miami FC 3-0 winners over Hartford Athletic. Full time at Keyworth in a crossover, Detroit City 1-0 winners over Vegas Lights. Sacramento goes to Segra and beats Loudoun United by the final of 3-1. RGV beats Phoenix Rising at HEB Park in Edinburgh, Texas by the final of 1-0. Obviously, our thoughts are with everybody down in South Texas right now with what is going on with the Tropical Storm Harold and the flash flooding and all that, and everybody just be as safe as you can as we are progressing through this piece of nasty weather there in the state of Texas. Also, San Antonio FC continued their homestand, goalless draw with Monterey Bay. At Southwest University Park, El Paso Locomotive loses to Indy 11 in a 5-goal shootout 3-2, which lends us to our Western match of the week at Torero Stadium, San Diego, New Mexico United. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends once again at USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
San Diego is just outside the top four. Underway here at Torero Stadium, the second of our doubleheader on ESPN2. New Mexico United away to San Diego Loyal.
You're really watching the movement from Justin Portillo in the midfield. You understand that he is the conductor to this entire orchestra, so you can look at the addition of Borgelin, the overlaps of guys like Josh Suggs and Santi Moar, but he is the key.
The cross leaping header, step down and in! Adrian Perez, his 6th of the season in just the 4th minute.
Grant Stoneman, who plays a beautiful ball back across, but we said coming in, do not sleep on Adrian Perez and the form that he has been in for this Loyal squad. Usually on an inversion, usually with speed, certainly in one-on-ones, but they will take it.
Another corner, another header. It's in, and New Mexico pulls level. A remarkable goal-scoring start, Kyle Colonna.
We saw from San Diego Loyal and Nate Miller's squad, but it's not that far off. It's still a ball to the back stick. The difference is here, he's actually just trying to redirect this on frame. And the good news is Harry Schwartz has slipped right in front of Koke Vegas, clouded his vision. No touch to it. Vegas can't get over. Not enough rotation over that left-hand shoulder to get in quick enough. And a slight misdirection to provide that beautiful service up top.
Martin denied by Tembakis. There's still work to be done. San Diego reloads. There's the cross. Adams! Tembakis! A remarkable save! But it's offside. It's probably still worth a look. Take a deep breath, young man. Wow.
Alex Tembakis, the USL Championship, second all-time in saves and shutouts, and certainly the first one down to the bottom corner. You young goalkeepers at home, notice where the deflection is.
Spit into Conway. Bodily bouncing over the 6. Rivas got up. Conway settles. Conway! Perez gets a piece of that. Who knows? Maybe a chance to hit this. Adams! Good news is these teams have scored in this game. They always score against each other. Oh, that's excellent from Reyes, giving it off! And ripped over the crossbar. Sergio Rivas has 4 goals to his name this year.
Position since this change, where he's a little bit deeper next to Justin Portillo, but
Moar. Wiggling free, Reyes bounces right to Moar. Moar! Koke, good reaction, nearly beat to the far post.
Jacobo Reyes right here, wants to cut it. It's not the best of balls, but credit to Reyes, who's able to control it admirably, and then off the deflection, Santi Moar. I'll tell you what, the MVP caliber that was 2021, that's all.
At this stage, trying to figure out just the right buttons to push. New Mexico into the final third. Ball rolled across. Barcelin! Kick save. It was right at Tembakis.
Defensively, with so much responsibility. Well, at the start of the second half, same argument for Blake Bodley on the left. It is a good recovery, but credit to Harry Schwartz on that little hesitation. Just checking up to see where the runners are coming from. That's the better run. Weather system, so many locals have as well in Southern California and the western portion of the United States. But it gives you an idea of how he feels about the attacking ideas up top, or lack thereof tonight overall, because he also pulls Evan Conway, and that's in Ronaldo Damas.
Ball across! First touch! Tumi Moshabani! Moshabani hammers it home! San Diego ahead!
2023 iteration of Loyal as a false 9 down underneath, back to goal. Just watch him skirt the top of the 18. That slowed run right there, perfection. This is an incredible run by Tumi Moshabani. Notice he doesn't obstruct the overall move by Damas on the back post. He leaves enough space for Perez over the left shoulder.
New Mexico's bringing on their trump card. Armando Moreno off the bench. Reyes, who appeared a little gassed about 5 minutes ago, is done. Ball through from Portillo. Koke Vegas off the line. Moreno brought it down, but his first touch let him down.
Mexico United, go back to the first chance, by the way, and this entire methodology from Eric Quill.
Wiggles down the line. Offers, backset header, snap down, outside the stick. Harry Schwartz.
It's open, half turn. If you can get forward facing immediately, that's what I want. So you get it out of Portillo, up over the top to Harry Schwartz.
7 added minutes. Moreno got under it. Moreno! New Mexico level in stoppage time!
Quill mentioned it, and now you have witnessed it. The greatness that can be Armando Moreno on full display when it matters most. His 7th goal in the USL Championship season in quite dramatic fashion. How does he bring this thing down? Moving away from the ball, watch him contort his body. Takes this right off the upper collarbone area to drop this thing in the oncoming path, and then to maintain momentum.
There's full time, 2-2. San Diego drop a couple points at the end.
San Diego, New Mexico United, a 4-goal thriller, shared points there. Colorado Springs, trying to get back on the winning ways, knocks off Oakland Roots at Pioneer by the final of 3-2. Big win for Switchbacks on the road. Orange County, very successful week, knocking off the top teams in the Eastern Conference. 2-0 win over Charleston to finish the week after knocking off Pittsburgh to start the week in Irvine, California. So that sets things up this way when it comes to the standings in the Eastern Conference. A lot of folks were thinking, okay, maybe we could pull away. Not so fast. Pittsburgh had a 3-game win streak snap. They're at 47 points. Tampa Bay is in second with their win. They hop over Charleston, 44 points to 43. That's your group at the top of the Eastern Conference. Then Memphis 901 still has matches in hand, anywhere from 1 to 3 matches on the 3 teams above them. They're at 37 points. They're unbeaten in their last 3. Lou City at 37 points behind in goal difference, and they've also played 2 more matches than Memphis 901. Indy 11's at 34 points. They've won 3 in a row. Legion are at 33. They are unbeaten in their last 2 after shaking off a 3-game losing streak. FC Tulsa right now is in the 8th spot at 29 points, having lost 3 of 4. They're ahead of the Miami FC, who has won 4 of 5 to get right on the edge with a record of 7-10-8, also below the bar. Detroit City at 27 points. Loud United at 24 points. Hartford Athletic with a record of 4-16-4. They've lost 3 of 4. They are at 16 points. Western Conference up top, Sacramento and San Antonio, 48 points and 47. Identical through the last 5 matches, 4 wins and a draw for each. Margin is still 1 point. Orange County's won 5 in a row, 12-9-4 after their start this season. They're at 40 points, and they are solidly in third. 3 points ahead of Oakland Roots, who are at 37 points ahead of San Diego Loyal in the standings. Switchbacks now at 36 points, unbeaten in their last 3. Phoenix Rising at 32 points, and they are ahead of El Paso on goal difference by a wide margin at 32 points. El Paso's lost 5 in a row, and they are now at 32 points, and they are in the last playoff spot, and they are in the 8th spot. Below the playoff bar right now is RGV. After shaking off losing 2 out of 3, they won last time out there at 31 points. New Mexico United's at 29 points, and they had a 3-game losing streak snapped. Monterey Bay's at 28 points, snapping a 4-game losing streak. So you've got teams that are right within shouting distance, 9, 10, and 11, chasing after El Paso and Phoenix at 7 and 8. Vegas Lights only 2 wins in 24 matches. They are at 14 points, and a goal difference of -20 with a record of 2, 14, and 8. News in and around the league, power rankings out for the week after the Switchbacks win in Oakland. Biggest movers up 4, Tampa Bay, Colorado Springs, and Birmingham. Lou City is down 6. We'll go over the top 10 and focus also on the Eastern Conference. Orange County stays at number 1. San Antonio up 1-2. Tampa Bay up 4-3. Sacramento stays at 4, which means Pittsburgh drops 3 down to number 5. Switchbacks up 4-6. San Diego up 1-7. Charleston, it meant that they had to drop as well. They're down 2-8. Roots down 4-9. Indy 11, 3 wins on the spin. And they've got a double match week in week 24 at 9, 9, and 7. They're at number 10. Memphis stays at number 11. Legion up 4-12. The Miami FC is up to 13. Lou City down 6-15. Detroit City up 1-18. FC Tulsa down 4-19. Loudon up 1-20. Hartford, Vegas Lights, and El Paso Locomotive. Last time they won was back on June 14th. El Paso 9-10-5. They have a chance to get things right this week as they go to Hartford. Also on the docket for the news, your Goal of the Week nominees in USL. And you can go to USLChampionship.com and vote for either Rita Zuhir of San Antonio against RGV, Zico Lewis for Sacramento Republic against Loudon, Brian Iloski, the elder Iloski brother, going up against Charleston, or Tyreek McGee against for Colorado Springs against Oakland in that big 3-2 win. Zuhir, Lewis, Brian Iloski, and Tyreek McGee. You can vote on all the USL Championship platforms, the USL app. You have until Thursday at noon Eastern to vote for Fans' Choice for Goal of the Week for Week 24. Save of the Week, you can vote. That will come out on Tuesday. And you can vote until Friday and determine the Save of the Week in USL Championship. Once again, go to USLChampionship.com, and you can be a part of the conversation there and let everybody know what's going on in your mind when it comes to USL Championship. Be a part of the Fan Zone. Join that at USLChampionship.com. Don't forget, also follow along on the 280-character app on Facebook and on Instagram, and be a part of the conversations there. Cool piece of news out of Charleston. The Battery's Jesse Randall is called up for New Zealand's U23 Olympic qualifying. So very, very cool piece of news there. He's been called up for the Oceania Football Confederation Men's Olympic Qualifiers, hosting that tournament kicking off on the 27th in Auckland, New Zealand. His side will face Papua New Guinea and Fiji in the group stage. Top two teams advancing to the semis. Tournament winner advances as Oceania's representative at the Paris Olympic Games in 2024. Randall started for the U22s in a pair of friendlies against China's U24 squad in March, playing a key role in winning both of those matches. Exciting stuff as New Zealand is trying to punch their ticket to the 2024 Olympics. Randall's made 5 appearances since joining the Battery in USL Championship, all coming as a sub, making a pair of appearances in USL Open Cup. So that is very, very cool stuff there as well. USL partners are partnering with Rival to debut their first esports tournament and gaming community. That is starting this week with Konami Digital Entertainment and eFootball. So get more information on that as well at USLChampionship.com. That gets us caught up with all the news and notes and all the voting that needs to be done. So that in turn means it's time to look at the schedule and get you prepared for the next 7 days in USL Championship and take you through what is going on over the next 7 days, since we've already covered the last 7 days. We do have 4 matchups in the midweek. At Trinity Health, Pittsburgh comes to town to try to heal some wounds, going up against Hartford Athletic. 8 o'clock at One Oak, FC Tulsa hosting Birmingham Legion. AutoZone at 8 o'clock, Memphis 901 hosting Indy 11. And at 9 o'clock at the Lab, New Mexico United takes on Oakland Roots. Saturday, once again, your traditionally very, very busy schedule with 3, 6, 9, 11 matchups. We also have one on Sunday as well. So 11 matchups on Saturday. Let's run through them. And if we have juice boxes for anything, we will give you the juice boxes for them as well. So in the midweek, Pittsburgh is a minus 118 at Hartford. FC Tulsa and Birmingham Legion basically within the margin of error at a plus 153 on either side to win in 90 minutes. Your draw's a plus 244. Memphis a minus 122 as Indy 11 comes to town at a close to a plus 300. New Mexico United a minus 102. Your draw in Oakland basically in and around plus 245 to plus 250. 7 o'clock on Saturday, Hartford Athletic. And underdog as El Paso comes to town at a plus 124. Hartford's a plus 184. 7 o'clock at the Mike, Indy 11 hosting Loudon at a minus 132. 7 o'clock at Ricardo Silva. The Miami FC, a slight favorite because of recent form at a plus 147. Draws a plus 239. And Tampa Bay Rowdies are a plus 156. 7:30 at Patriots Point. Charleston a plus 102 hosting Memphis 901 at a plus 229. Also in a crossover, Lou City is pretty much the same. As a matter of fact, right now, as we are talking, the numbers are identical with the Charleston-Memphis match. Lou City a plus 102, your draws a plus 245. Roots are a plus 229. 8 o'clock, RGV in Edinburgh, Texas, hosting San Diego Loyal as a plus 131 favorite. Loyal are a plus 183. Also at 9 o'clock, New Mexico United At the Lab is a minus 115 hosting FC Tulsa at a plus 271. Your draw's a plus 250. Toyota Stadium, San Antonio hosting Pittsburgh Riverhounds in what could be a possible USL Championship final. San Antonio at a plus 112. Pittsburgh's a plus 206. Draws a plus 245. 10 o'clock, Monterey Bay hosting Colorado Springs. Monterey Bay's a plus 149. Your draw's a plus 158. Draws a plus 231. 10:30 at Cashman. Vegas Lights, big underdog, no surprise, as Phoenix Rising comes to town at a plus 119. Vegas Lights are almost a plus 200. Sacramento Republic at 10:30 Eastern hosting Orange County at a minus 135. OCSC is a plus 3.25 in your one match on Sunday. Birmingham Legion a minus 115 as Detroit City comes to town at a plus 263. Your draw is a plus 256. Very, very busy next couple of days in USL Championship. And that's all the information that we've got, all the information that you need. Reminder, if you are in local markets where you can catch these matchups over the next 7 days, please do. Quality competition in the second division in the United States Soccer Pyramid. Quality competition all season long in the USL Championship. If you are in market and can't be there in person, follow along on local providers. If you're out of market and want to still follow along on the local provider for the team of your choice, or you can follow along on ESPN Plus, the home of everything USL Championship all season long. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us here and going through all the activities and everything you need to know when it comes to USL Championship as the playoff places get really crowded across the board. So mucha platial, play it safe. Enjoy all the action in the USL Championship here on SDH.